Hello there, boys and girls. Mr. Diaz here with our episode of Beginnings of the Recorder. Stay with us, and you're going to learn how to play your first three notes, B, A, and G. Hello there, boys and girls. So here we go. We are going to be working on fingering B, A, and G. So before we even get to identifying any of the notes, I think it's very important that we all understand how to hold the recorder correctly and use the proper hand positioning. Okay, first of all, our hands. This is our left hand. That's the one that you can make an L, excuse me. That's the one you can make an L with. That's your left hand. This is your right hand. The right hand is going to go on the very bottom of the recorder as so. On the back of the recorder, you'll see that you only have one hole. That is where your left thumb is going to be placed. And then on the front, your pointer finger or your index finger of the left hand is going to cover the first hole. And that is your first note, B. Thumb on the back, first finger in the front. And you're going to always press hard. I'm going to keep saying this throughout the video, throughout my future videos. You always must press your fingers nice and firmly, otherwise air leaks out. So you don't want to hold it gently like this and it feels like air is coming out. You want to press nice and hard, that when you let go, you see circles imprinted on your skin. That's what you want. So, flat fingers. Notice that my fingers are not curved. They are flat. That note again is what, boys and girls? B. Very good. All right, now we're gonna add the second finger. We're not moving the thumb on the back or the index finger. So now we have two fingers on the front. This is your second note, A. Go back and finger B. Now finger A. Finger B. A. B. A. Again, my fingers are flat and they're pressing firmly. For the third note, we're going to add our third finger to that third hole. My fingers are still flat. If you catch yourself doing this, it just means you need to keep working on fingering exercises, and I'll show you that in a few minutes. So here is G, our third note. Go back to A, G again, A, B, A, B. Try to skip to G now, three fingers. A, G, A, B, G, B, A, B. All right, we're going to work on that a little bit later too. Now let's look at what these notes look like on the staff. First of all, a staff is 5 lines, and they're closed at the end on the sides. And in between those lines, we also have spaces. To be exact, we have 4 spaces. And that is where we write music notes. Right here, we have 3 notes, but 2 of them have something in common. This one and this one. They are both on lines. So that's a line note, and this is a line note. Now, when we number the lines, we always start from the bottom and we go up, just like the spaces. So here's line number 1. This is line 2. So this note is on the second line. That's not a line note. This note is on what line? The third line. And then we have 4th and 5th line. So going back to this note, that is a space note because it's in between these 2 lines. So we have 2 space notes and, 2 line notes. I just messed that up for you, sorry. 2 line notes and 1 space note. 2 line notes, 1 space note. Here's the first one that we learned. Remember that? I fingered this note. What note was that? B. That is your B. This note is the second note we learned. That's A. And then this will be G. So B and G are the line notes that we learned today, and A is the only space note. What note is that? A. This one, G. How about this? B, A, B, G, A, G, B. How a little faster? A, G, B, A, B, G. All right. Now here is a fingering chart. And this helps you remember what the fingerings are. A fingering chart, boys and girls, is a few circles set up like a recorder. Here is the back hole, and these are the top 3 holes that we cover our fingers with. So B is the back hole and the first finger. A is the back hole and 2 fingers on the front. And G is the back hole with 3 fingers. So fingering charts can be very helpful until you get used to remembering what the notes are and how to finger it. So let's do a quick little review before we end our video. All right, remember, right hand is at the very bottom. And I know some of you are right-handed and you're gonna want to do this. No, definitely not. The sooner you start getting used to this position, boys and girls, the faster and quicker you're gonna be a great recorder player. It is so important that we use the proper hand positioning. So left hand, here's our left, is always on top. Okay, thumb on the back, finger B, finger A, finger G, B, G, A, B, A, G. Now I'm gonna have you do it without me showing you the fingerings. Finger B should be this one. I'll show you at the end, so make sure you did it right. Finger A, 2 fingers. Finger G, 3 fingers. A, G, B, A, and B. The more you do these exercises, especially with the G finger, you will get quicker. You will get quicker. It's that we're used to using our thumbs and our index finger, maybe our second finger too on the front. But our ring finger and our pinkies, we don't use that as much. So until you get used to doing this over and over, you might have to just kind of look at your fingers to make sure they're nice and flat. Never finger it curved. If you do this position, it's just gonna keep the holes somewhat open and air is gonna leak out. All right? Great job, boys and girls. Feel free to watch the video a few times if that will help you get better at this. Some of us learn different than others, so make sure that you just work on the video, see it again and again if you have to, work on the finger exercises, and our next video, we will start playing B and A. Have a great one.